Hello to everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, as per title, I'm going to build my new RC Rally car for the upcoming season. It's not easy, it's quite hard. As you can see here, there's a complete mess because I'm working a lot on this new project, and in order to build from almost zero a new RC Rally car, it requires a lot of patience, a lot of time, and a lot of focus. Thankfully, I'm not alone in this project because together with me, I have my friend Michał. You saw him many times here on my YouTube channel. Let's say I call him our chief engineer. He's the one that designed our old RC Rally car, and also he's the one that made the Tamiya XV-02 RC Rally conversion kit. So together with him, we are designing this new RC Rally car. I am the one that came up with few ideas, but I missed the skills in order to use the correct programs to create the underplate, to design 3D printed parts and so on, and he's giving me a big help. By the way, long story short, I started to play RC Rally in 2021 using a Tamiya XV-01 chassis. Then in 2022 I switched to a 3D printed chassis with a different weight distribution and a bigger steering angle. In 2023 season I used a carbon underplate. I won my first regional RC Rally championship here in Poland, and most importantly I started to travel around Europe, in Spain and in Czech Republic. In Czech Republic I met the best RC Rally drivers of the world. They have amazing driving skills, they built by themselves their own RC Rally model, and what I've noticed that with my Tamiya XV-01 I was not able to be competitive. Not enough steering angle, a not so good weight distribution, no grip at all on slippery condition. But most importantly, what I saw was that the steering angle of my XV-01 was not enough. So for 2024 RC Rally season, with the help of Michał, we started to use his chassis and we were almost immediately competitive. My friend Kuba won the first RC Rally of 2024 season in Czech Republic with this X-Ray XB4 converted into RC Rally that we were using, and we thought that finally we were able to solve the issue of not enough steering angle in order to be competitive in the Czech Republic. If you follow my channel, you saw that how it works, you saw how fast are these guys there, and how we are trying to keep up together with them in order to compete against these amazing racers. By the way, RC Rally is constantly evolving, and in Czech Republic appeared a new chassis, the Tux2, with a different weight distribution and so on, and again we felt backwards, and in this season I was not so fast, and rather getting angry, I tried to focus a lot observing these racers in order to understand why I was falling back again against them. And I think that I came up with the solution of this issue. What I saw is that yes, we have steering angle, we have a bit of understeer, but most importantly, our models are slow mid-corner in rotating. So the guys in Czech Republic, they have set up some models that allow them to be very fast in rotating through the corners, and I think that this is the main issue that is making me slow there, and with this new chassis I will try to solve all these issues. Before starting with the presentation, let's say, of this prototype and all the ideas behind it, a reminder guys to please leave a like, to subscribe, and also in this video let's use the comment section as a brainstorming, and if you have some ideas for my new RC Rally car, please write them there. If you want to criticize my ideas, please let's do it, because we are still at this stage where I can modify this prototype before, let's say, the final model. The chassis that we are using, it's quite simple. It's made by an underplate where you have the front differential case, the central differential slippery clutch case where attach the engine and the motor and the battery, and the rear differential case. In between we have the transmission shaft, and changing the length of the chassis, changing the size of the transmission shaft, I'm able to move all these components around. For this new model for the next season, what I'm going to do is going to have a shorter wheelbase all the parts of the chassis are going to be closer to the center, and the servo is not going to be anymore on the front, on the top of the chassis, as per my old model, but it's going to be placed closer to the central differential, not laying down, but let's say standing up. I'm quite proud of this position of the servo because I came up with this idea, and I think it's something new in RC Rally world. I never saw a model with this position of the servo. Yes, it's not completely flat on the bottom of the chassis, but because of that I can put it backwards very close to the motor. In this way, the servo, the motor and the battery, they are all together very close to each other. In this way, let's call the powertrain is going to be far away from the front and the central differential, and all the masses are going to be very centralized. So for this new chassis, in order to increase the rotational speed mid-corner, what I'm going to do is to shorten the wheelbase, to shorten the space between the front and rear differential, so they're going to be much more closer to each other, and the motor and the battery, they're not going to be anymore placed in a central front position as per my old chassis, but it's going to be everything central rear. Also, if we take a closer look on the suspension arms, yes, I'm moving backwards the front differential and forward the rear differential, but the wheelbase is not changing a lot because the front suspension arms are going to be moved forward, meanwhile the rear suspension arms are going to be moved backwards. In this way, the general idea is to have the wheels of the model that are going to be placed far away from the masses of the chassis. Just in order to give you an example, in my old RC Rally model, we had the front differential, let's say, sticking out in the front of the chassis, and the front wheels were put behind it. In this new chassis, you're going to have the front differential and the front wheels almost on the same axle. In this way, I think that I'm going to reduce the understeer, and the turns are going to be more sharp because the tires are going to work in a better way. And meanwhile, I'm in the phase where I'm moving around all these components in order to understand which is the best weight distribution and how to place all the components in the best possible way. Because moving the front and the rear differential closer to each other limits the space that I have in order to place the battery, the steering system, and so on. My friend Michał, as a first step, he 3D printed this underplate. As you can see, it has different holes, because in this way I'm able to move these components by a few millimeters as I prefer. And I can simulate how the final chassis will look. After that, I will find a result that makes me satisfied. I'm going to send to him all these measures, and he's going to build the first aluminum chassis like this one. And also he's going to 3D print all the steering system and so on. The goal is to have a different weight distribution comparing it to the old chassis. In the old chassis it was something like 50, 60, 55 in the front percent, and on the rear it was 45, 44%. So a chassis with a weight distribution heavier on the front than on the rear axle. The goal is to have almost 50-50 on both axles in order to, as I said, increase the rotational speed. Okay, as a first video for this chassis, I think that's enough. Already a lot of information. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and in the upcoming weeks I'm going to update you about this new project. Keep your fingers crossed for me, because it's quite hard and I really hope to create something competitive. Okay guys, thank you for staying with me again, and see you soon. Ciao!